Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hamsa and I'm a current medical student. And if you're not new, welcome back. Today is officially Sunday and tomorrow is Monday, and that's when medical school starts. So I'm super excited but also nervous, and I know medical school is very busy. So the first thing I'm gonna do is meal prep breakfast, because I don't think I'm gonna be having time to make breakfast every single morning. So let's go ahead and make that. Alright everyone, so I finished preparing my overnight oats. So while that's getting done and being ready for tomorrow, I have so much to get done today. So first off, it's the day before medical school. We actually already have homework, and then I also need to find out where my classes are, because they gave us a Google Calendar when all of our classes meet, but they haven't told us what building and room they're in, so I need to figure that out. Also, I clearly do not have my study schedule laid out in any sort of way, but after doing some research and just like watching some videos on what other medical students have done, I think I have a plan for what I'm going to be doing. We'll see if it works, trial and error. Right now, I'm gonna go do my pre-studying at a coffee shop because I love coffee and I love surrounding myself with people who study because it motivates me to study as well. So let's go and do that. Decided to take a walk today because the weather's really nice outside and I barely get any of my steps in. Hey everyone, it is 8:30 p.m. right now. I think I sat at the coffee shop and studied for like literally 4 hours, which is crazy to me, but I got all my work done for histology tomorrow, and I am excited to see what med school life is like tomorrow. Tomorrow is also my first day of OMM lab, so I need to make sure I have everything for that, including the textbook and then the uniform, which is super important because can't do OMM without that. So I need to remember to get everything in check and shower and just get ready for bed. That's literally what I'm doing the rest of the night, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning everyone. It is officially Monday, the first day of medical school classes. I am so excited but also kind of nervous because today's schedule is completely packed. We have lecture from 8 a.m. to noon, and then from noon to 1, which is technically our lunch break, we have a meeting for like onboarding for another one of our classes that starts tomorrow. And then we also have class from 1 to 2 and then 3:30 to 5 p.m. So yeah, anyways, right now it is 7:36 a.m. Classes start at 8. Thankfully I'm on campus, so it's a quick 5-minute walk there. We're gonna go and head there right now and get everything situated, hopefully grab a good seat. Let's go. Coffee in hand, obviously. Into the lecture hall we go. It is 12:30 p.m. We finished 4 lectures this morning. I have so much memorizing to do, but we have another lecture this afternoon, and then I have my first OMM lab, so need to get ready for that. I'm eating lunch right now, and then we'll head back out for class. Also guys, I know I just talked about how much I have memorizing to do, which is amazing because one of my packages just arrived, so let's unbox it. Basically, all of my lectures today have been about anatomy and OMM and all the bones and muscles of the body, so I was like, how am I gonna memorize this, right? So I literally knew I would need this, and I ordered this on Amazon. It's actually a mini human skeleton. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up. All right. Okay, this is what we're working on. Alright, so it looks like we got this, which is the stand. We also have this. That's probably what sticks in it that way. Oh, and then, oh my gosh, guys. Wow. Oh, look. You can see the spinous process. These are the spinous processes. You can see the scapula. You can see the acromion. And you can see the clavicle. Wow, you can see all these bones. Really want to set this up with you guys, so let's remove the film on his head. Oh, you can even move him. That is so cool. Oh, your legs are right here. Let's go ahead and attach those. Anyways, I feel more like an engineer right now than a physician, but. And he is assembled, guys. What should we name him? He looks like a Steve to me. What do you guys think? All right, Steve, get ready for medical school, whether you like it or not. So Steve is all set up, and they also gave us this amazingly detailed poster. Literally shows you everything. Now, if I fail anatomy, I really have no excuse, so let's get to work, guys. Hey you guys, I've actually had quite a bit of downtime since classes ended at 2, so we went straight from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and now it is 3:15 p.m. My OMM lab starts at 3:30, so I need to run now, but I officially have my OMM uniform on, as you can see, and I am headed there, so let's go. All the lectures this morning were about OMM and just osteopathic medicine, and then we learned a lot about the anatomy of like the spinal cord and the brain and things like that. So I have so much studying to do because I just need to learn and memorize this information, but hopefully this lab will help kind of put everything together and do it in a hands-on and practical way. So oh my god, guys, today was so long. I just got back from, so obviously I finished my OMM lab, which was super cool. We got to see a lot of different bones and things like that. And in that lab, we've been using this book right here. So one of the things we got to actually, so we palpate and we are very hands-on and we touch on where the bones are. And we also got to feel our spine of scapula, which is located right here. And obviously here you have your clavicle. And then we also got to look at the iliac crest, which is located right here. And if you just take your hand and push down, you'll feel a place that is stopping you right before it hits your hip. And so we use this textbook, which is really cool. It's just the Osteopathic Techniques textbook, and they give such great images. And so for example, here you can see the iliac crest, which we just talked about. And then obviously here you see your clavicle and then your angle of Louis. So overall OMM lab was great. I loved it. I loved that it was very hands-on and we got to see it on our bodies, like where those bones lie, as well as on your partner's body, because as you are doctors and you see patients, it's important to recognize where these bones and structures are in people who might be taller or shorter or have more adipose tissue, less adipose tissue, more muscle fibers, like things like that is super important to be able to identify. So yeah, I thought OM Lab was amazing. And then after that, I didn't get to catch up with you guys because I literally went immediately to studying. So me and a friend just started diving into the lectures because let me tell you, they were not easy to understand today, so we really had to rewatch the lectures and just walk through it together and kind of teach each other. That was really helpful, so I kind of know what I need to do the rest of tonight, because right now it's 7 p.m. Lab ended at 5. For 2 hours I've just been doing that, so now it's time to cook dinner because I'm starving, and then go through the rest of the 4 lectures that I haven't got to go through. So I'll be doing that tonight before tomorrow's class starts.
See something like this where we have a drawings.
Good morning, everyone. Today is officially the second day of medical school classes. Last night I slept so late, like I slept at like 12:30, and I woke up at 8 today because I actually have a lot to get done, but I need to review today's lectures. We have an asynchronous lecture today and an in-person lecture today, and then we also just have kind of introductory onboarding stuff for one of the new classes that we're starting today. So yeah, I have quite a bit to get done today. We're gonna crank it out, guys. Also, I don't know if I showed you guys my book collection, but that's there. Looking at those kind of motivates me. Who knows if I'll actually read them, but I love it and just want to show it to you guys. Anyways, let's move on and do what we actually have to get done today. Literally don't have an ice maker for my coffee, so I just filled water last night and put it in the freezer, and that's that. So we get to have iced coffee today. understood my first full lecture ever from medical school. I know that may sound stupid, but literally yesterday we had 6 lectures and I didn't understand a single one, and I literally stayed up till midnight trying to study it, and I still didn't understand it, but I was feeling a bit better after, obviously. But today I actually understood my entire histology lecture and I am so happy. But right now it is 2 p.m. and I haven't eaten lunch yet because I've just been trying to figure that out. But I'm gonna eat lunch now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and review the lectures that were recorded that I didn't get to watch today yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and watch that this afternoon and try to do some Anki cards to understand that. Hey guys, right now I'm currently watching my Osteopathic Principles of Practice lectures, which is basically anatomy, and I am learning about the back muscles as well as the spinal cord. Right now what I'm doing is, obviously there's just so many back muscles. There's like superficial, extrinsic, intrinsic, and so what I'm doing right now is I'm watching the osmosis video for back muscles, which is right here as you can see, and then I'm just following along and annotating my lecture slides that my professor gave me. So basically just adding like diagrams from osmosis and like annotating them and hoping to kind of understand by looking at these diagrams like what it's attached to. There's just so many, so please wish me luck. It's 4:30 p.m. and we're halfway through all the back muscles, and I'm actually understanding everything from the innervation to the proximal attachment, distal attachment, and the function. So what that basically just means is like what nerves innervate those specific muscles, and then the proximal attachments are just the attachments that are closer to the center of the body, and then the distal attachments are just those attachments that are farther from the body, and then the function is just basically what those muscles really do, like what bones do they help elevate or depress, and just things like that. So yep, let's keep on going. It's 11:15 right now, 11:15 p.m. and I'm still going through one more lecture. My goal is to finish this lecture and go to bed by midnight. Another midnight study session, but I'm feeling better about the lectures. That's a positive. I just had so much to like catch up on today because obviously yesterday I was not knowing how to study, but I think we figured it out, and so hopefully I can get caught up for the rest of this week. But day 2 of medical school is practically over. Good morning everyone. Today is Wednesday, the 3rd day of medical school. I'm sorry I forgot to check in with you guys last night. I was really just exhausted and I ended up staying up till 1 a.m. studying. However, today I'm not going to do the same because I know burnout is a thing. Today I am really going to obviously go through my Anki cards from yesterday that I didn't get to go through from yesterday's lectures, and then I'm going to watch today's lecture and hopefully get all caught up there. However, I am going to step outside today. I am not turning into a nocturnal animal. I am going to step outside and work out or just enjoy this weather, take a walk, something. So I'm telling you that, guys, right now. I'm locking it in. If I don't uphold that, please yell at me. So obviously yesterday I was feeling so stressed with the amount of material in the lectures that we needed to go through. So what I did is I actually created a Google Sheets with all of my lectures, and let me just show you kind of what that looks like. So right here you can see I have put my lectures up until week 2 or 3, and I put the date that the lecture was given, how many passes I've gone through. So if I just went to lecture or watched the lecture, I don't count that as a pass. Like going through it again after lecture is a pass for me. Then difficulty, I just rate it on a level of like 1 through 5, how difficult I found it to be, because you know, as finals come around, then if I have like a 5 here and I found it very difficult, then I know that I need to go back and review that concept. And then any supplemental resources I use pre or post class, and then just any challenges, and then when my final review will be. As you can probably see, I've also put when we have quizzes so that I'm aware of that and what content is on the quiz. So all of this content will be on this quiz. So yeah, I'm just hoping that this Google Sheet will help me stay organized and efficient with my work, and also just know when I have quizzes and what to study for them. Hey guys, this is the first time I'm stepping out today, but I'm actually going to get some blood work done because they said that if I don't get it done by the deadline, then I won't be able to sign up for my term 2 classes, so I need to go get that done. So this is actually my third time getting my blood work done because unfortunately I've been getting qualitative results for some of my immunizations and then I had to redo some immunizations. So hopefully this time we'll get quantitative results, everything will go smoothly. Fingers crossed, wish me luck. We did it, guys, we got our blood drawn. And we are back in the infamous apartment. Hey guys, just made dinner. I've been studying all day, I'm starving. Just made some chicken with pasta, so let's taste test. Amazing. I love pasta all the time. It's so good. It's officially 9:30 p.m. I don't know how much is entering my head anymore. I'm definitely feeling a little burnt out and tired, but tomorrow is actually the last day of the first week of medical school because Friday is a holiday, so we have off on Friday, thank God, because I am kind of behind, even though I've been studying every day till like midnight or 1 a.m. But I'm behind, so I need Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to catch up and hopefully rejuvenate myself and feel like a human being again, because I've just been studying and literally looking at PowerPoints and lectures and third-party resources all day. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna check in again with you guys, but if I don't, then good night, and I will see you tomorrow for the last day of the first week of medical school. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, the last day of the first week of medical school, because obviously tomorrow we have off because it's a national holiday. So we have officially made it, guys. Today I have a Zoom lecture, so we're gonna go and do that Zoom call, and that's just for medical humanities and wellness. So they kind of teach you strategies on not only how to help yourself in medical school, but also how you can help your patients and help them be more well-rounded and just provide that holistic care for them, because these strategies not only work for you, but also for your patients and those that you talk to. So we're gonna go do that, and then after that we have our primary care skills lab in the evening, and that runs from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., which is super long, but I think we're doing like case studies and like active learning, stuff like that. So I'm really excited for that specifically. I've been averaging like 6 hours of sleep this week, which is not okay, and I've been really stocking up on this coffee, which in fact I need to finish making before my Zoom call starts. We have our coffee, let's go and join this Zoom call. All right guys, it's officially noon, so all of my morning class have ended. Yay, so now it's lunchtime, right before I have my primary care skills lab, which is at 1 p.m. So I have about an hour. I'm gonna eat lunch and then do some Anki cards before I go to that lab so that I can hopefully knock out some studying from yesterday's material. And then after my lab, I'm going to try and step outside, go on a walk, or do something active. Oh my gosh, guys, first week of medical school is over. We finished our PCS lab today. We talked about emotional intelligence, how important that is to have as future physicians, and also just to manage our well-being, things we can work on to improve our communication with other students, professors, physicians, and things like that. We talked about something cool called amygdala hijack. So you know, the amygdala is a part of the brain that controls a lot of range of emotions like anger, depression, anxiety. So we talked about identifying those and examples of those in our lives and how we can work to combat them and respond in a more positive and constructive manner. So that was super cool. Don't worry, I know you guys are holding me to it. I'm gonna step outside, I'm gonna enjoy some sun, go on a walk. Let's go and do that. But oh my gosh, guys, I can't believe we did it. Obviously, now that it's over, I feel like, oh, that wasn't so bad, but the process was, I was not feeling like that. So, all right, everyone, I got my water bottle and my backpack, so we're gonna go and work out. I actually found a cute little park that I want to like walk and run more at, just to get off campus and out of my apartment. So hopefully that turns out to be pretty nice and I can come back. But yeah, let's go out and see some sun. Why is it so bright out here right now? Found the super cool trail. I love it. I'm definitely gonna come back and run here more. As you can see, I'm breaking a sweat. Hey guys, so after the run I actually went and picked up an acai bowl. I love acai bowls. There's currently a heat wave right now, so after that run and the heat, definitely love a refreshing and I'd like to think healthy acai bowl. So let's drive back so we can eat that. As I said, med school is all about balance, so I'm eating my acai bowl and watching Squid Games. Hey everybody, it is the end of the night. I just finished showering. Right now it's 9:30 p.m. and it's the end of this week's vlog. I mean, thank you guys so much for following along with me, and at the end of the day, I really hope that these vlogs are able to help you guys get a little bit of a sneak peek or maybe an understanding into what medical school really entails, and hopefully makes you confident going into it that you can do it. And at the end of the day, it's gonna feel hard, it's gonna feel daunting when you first start, and that's totally okay because everyone is feeling the same thing. Like, no matter what people say, they are feeling the same way that you are, so don't worry there. But really just go into medical school with a purpose. Have good time management, meaning that if you have 4 lectures you need to review that day, don't just say, okay, I have 4 lectures, right? Learn how long you need to review each lecture to adequately learn the information, not just skim it and be fast like your peers. And at the end of the day, medical school is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So if you're trying to sprint, you're gonna get burnt out by the end of it. I know a lot of you guys applying to med school are definitely type A personalities, so you need to literally force yourself to be human, have fun, and everything is gonna be okay. I mean, 90% of the things that you worried about never happened, right? So have that confidence going into medical school, and don't worry, imposter syndrome's real, but don't let it stop you shine and be an amazing and compassionate doctor. We need doctors like you out there, so grind hard and don't give up, because this journey isn't easy, but many people have done it. So you got this, future doctors, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Good night.